Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Alisha, and in today's video I have a book review for a book called 0 Days Without Incident by J. Jackson Bentley. I'll have a picture of the book here as I read it online. So let's talk about this one. Okay, so let's talk about 0 Days Without Incidents. Like I said, I will have a picture of the cover of the book here in the corner, but I have my phone and I'm gonna go ahead and read the synopsis for it and then we'll talk about it. It says, a typical J. Jackson Bentley thriller based in Orlando with the theme parks at the heart of this gripping short story. Rick and Nikki are vloggers, mainly about what is happening in the parks, but when they start a true crime vlog, who knew that a serial killer was watching and waiting? In a short space of time, they cease being the pursuers and very definitely become the pursued. Can they avoid an incident? Will they escape the serial killer? Will the mummy ride reopen? A heart-pumping thriller that will place you right in the center of the action. Filled with the humor and action, it is the ultimate spring and summer read. So that's what the, and I'll see if I can show it. This is what the cover looks like. But like I said, I will have it somewhere here in the corner. But, so that's the synopsis of the book. Okay, so let's talk about this little novella. If you hear kind of like a paper rustling noise, I apologize. I do have a little sheet of paper with my notes on it. So let's talk about this one. So this, like I said, it was a novella. It's 15,000 words, about 50 to 60 pages, and it is, as you guessed, it is about the YouTubers Rick and Nikki from the YouTube channel Rix Flix, and I will have all of their information in the description. But these are real life people, and they have been thrown into a thriller fiction short story written by the author J. Jackson Bentley. For my thoughts about this book, I would say it's interesting to say the least. Some of the things that I liked about it, it was very descriptive, so you felt like you were in the story. You felt like you were with Rick and Nikki when we were reading their parts, but you also felt like you were there with the serial killer, going through what he was thinking, what he was doing, what his plans were, and everything like that. So I liked that aspect of it. And I did like that there wasn't really like a plot per se. Like there was on the side of Dominic, who is the serial killer. He had a plot. It was like he had a goal. He wanted to do 10 kills before going back home. Like he came in from another state, wanted to do 10 kills where he was unknown, and then go home. One of the things that he did when he was doing his murders was when he dumped a body, he would carve the Chinese number or Chinese symbol of a number into whatever was nearby. A tree, a log, the ground. At one point he had little wooden like dice type cubes that had the numbers carved into it. So that was interesting. And there were other parts of the story that were interesting, but for me kind of took away from it. So when you're reading the story, you may have like a paragraph of what Rick and Nikki are doing and then have a paragraph of what Dominic is doing. I feel like that to me took away from the story, mainly because you're jumping back and forth, and so you're in Rick and Nikki's section and then you're in Dominic's section, and then you go back to Rick and Nikki's section. But I feel like if they were set up as like mini chapters instead of just little paragraphs, we could have kind of been more prepared for the different perspectives, which to me is just kind of like a like writer's decision. You can do the separate paragraphs or you can do separate chapters. But for me, it kind of like, with us jumping back and forth, it kind of just took me out of the story at times. It was definitely interesting to read this story. I will say that I only rated it a 3 out of 5 stars, mainly because of the jumping back and forth with the characters and the different sections, so that kind of took me out of the story. And towards the end, it was kind of predictable. I won't give it away, but I kind of seen it coming, so to speak. So I kind of knew that at some point in time in the story, Rick and Nikki were going to be faced with Dominic the serial killer, or could have been potential victims of his, and then you would just have to figure out how it ended, basically. So for that, like I said, I rated it 3 out of 5 stars. I do recommend that you try it for yourself, and like I said, I will have all the links down in the description. But there you have it, guys. There are my thoughts. 3 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy the read, I will say that. It wasn't a 5-star read for me. There you have it, guys. Those are my thoughts on 0 Days Without Incidents. I have to go because my battery is flashing, but if you did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!